Okay, in this little teaching, I'm going to go further on with how we'd use Google Slides. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how we'd use images and pictures. And especially a lot of times you're going to need to draw, circle something or draw a box around it to indicate this is what you're talking about, perhaps point an arrow towards something. So let's look at how that would work. So I have here a activity that has to do with the metric system. Okay, and let's see how I could use that. Um, In this case, let's look at this here. We're going to circle things. Let's see how circling something would work. Maybe we'll try a couple different variations there. First of all, I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, zoom in. Ah, that looks good there. So let's say which is the most, which is the biggest, a meter, a kilometer, or a centimeter. Well, a kilometer is bigger. You see how they circle it. So how would we do this? So here I've got the next one, 10 meters, 100 centimeters, 200 millimeters. Well, of those three, 200 millimeters would be the biggest. So let's see how we would circle that. So I want to go to shape. All right. And let's pull out a shape here. Let's start with a circle just like they showed. Now this shows a circle here, but it also works as an oval. See how when you roll your mouse over it even says oval there. Okay. So I'm going to take an oval. We start up in the corner. Drag across. That's right. 10 meters. Okay, 10 meters is bigger. All right. Well, now you notice when you let go, it disappears. Now, for any shape like this, there's two parts. There's the outside, the drawing part, and then there's which we call the stroke, by the way. There's the inside, which is called the fill, and they're controlled by these two little icons up here. Border, okay? So let's call the outside the border, and then the inside is the fill. First of all, let's take the border and make it red. As you know, red works better for me. And let's make it thicker. See, border weight means how thick it is. So 1 pixel, 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels. Oh, that's a good amount right there. Okay. We can make it thinner. We can make it bigger. And we can also make this whole thing a little bigger just by stretching these toolbars here. Okay. Now for the fill, here's where it gets a little tricky because we got the color. We could fill it with a color, or we could make it transparent. See that transparent? Transparent means I'm going to be able to see through it. And now I've got myself positioned however I want. Now I've got myself a nice little circle. Now I can take that circle and I can copy it. I can paste it to the next one over here. See that? Now what if I want a different shape? Let's try that. So here I've got shapes, I've got arrows. Oh, let's go with, what do we got here? Let's go with a nice rounded box with rounded corners. Rounded rectangle. Okay? So down here I've got 1 meter, 200 centimeters, and 300 millimeters. In this case, 200 centimeters. 100 centimeters is a meter, so 200 centimeters would be 2 meters. All right. Same way I start up in the corner. Okay. And see how my box automatically remembers the other things that I have done. It remembers the red. It remembers the transparent inside. All right. And I can do all kinds of things with my little shapes here. So I can even have call outs, things like this. So if I wanted to say, oh, check this out here, put this here, and I can type in on it something. This is new. I've done this before. Okay. The same way I can take letters and I can make them a nice bold color. I can make them bold. I can even change the type of text I've got here. Make it bigger and smaller. So I'll let you guys play with that yourselves. But here's some of your different tools here. You got your text color, you got your bold, your underline, you got your italics, you got your different type of scripts, and the font size. If you wanted an arrow to point at things, I could have an arrow. So a little bit in the last one. Again, if I want I use these all the time. Okay? Somebody has a question about something, I I use my different tools here. I will actually take a screenshot and make it see through a lot thicker. So I'm talking about this. Sometimes it has a tech guys will say, "What's the problem you're having?" I'll take a screenshot and I'll draw a big bold picture with an arrow so they can this. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So with these tools, you should be able to fill out most of the forms.